Welcome to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Well, we have a development with Kamala Harris, who just went on Colbert's Failing Late Night show, and she revealed why she isn't running for California governor. And it's every bit as damning as you would think. Before we get into that, please like, share, and join Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, Kamala Harris has sort of been in hiding for a while. We don't know if she's been enjoying Chardonnays out in California wine country, commiserating about her failed run, how she blew $1.5 billion to come up empty-handed against Trump and lost every swing state. Well, she joined fellow loser Stephen Colbert on The Late Show, who is trying to blame Trump for getting canned when he is losing $50 million a year by some accounts in his position. Want to talk about entitlement? Well, here are two entitled losers on The Late Show is talking about why Kamala Harris didn't become president and why she won't run for California governor. Now, I'm just going to give you the upshot of what she said. She said, get this, that she's not running for California governor because the system is broken and she doesn't want to become back into that system. That is very ironic because guess who's running California? Gavin Newsom. Guess who's one of the top politicians in the country in Congress who is from San Francisco? Nancy Pelosi, who is a former speaker. Guess who was California Attorney General? Kamala Harris. And she was at the San Francisco DA's office under Willie Brown, maybe literally. So this is just another cop-out because the Democrats have been in charge of California since Reagan was governor, practically, with a few exceptions. You know, of course, there was Jerry Brown in the late 70s. What a lunatic that guy is. But they run California to the ground, and progressives have pretty much gotten everything they've wanted out of our political system since the Wilson era, and more particularly since the Great Society. So they have actually broken our system, and like Colin Powell said, you break it, you buy it. And Kamala Harris, her answer reveals a lack of accountability, a lack of patriotism in fixing the system. And she knows that the system is broken in large part because we were flooded with tens of millions of illegal aliens under the Biden administration. And she was the border czar under that administration. She refused to even acknowledge that she was made the border czar, even though at the time she was named it, she was proud of it. And she eventually went to the border with her for a little pit stop before fleeing back to her comfy inclines and where she can enjoy more of her wine tasting, I imagine. So Kamala Harris, you are not fit to be president. I'm sorry. You have been shown through actual primaries when you do go through the presidential primary system, unlike in 2024. When you go through the primary system, people don't buy what you're selling. They don't believe you. They think you're a phony. They don't understand your nervousness because that sort of breeds distrust, right? If somebody's laughing and giggling and cackling all the time about what they say, it shows nervousness. That tricks something in our brain where that instantly makes us think that they're hiding something or they're not being forthright and direct and credible, and they lack conviction, right? So this statement just reinforces that she lacks conviction because a real patriot would see that the system is broken and they would want to fix it. But I guess the Democratic Party's not interested in that because they've been breaking states and cities for decades now with almost no accountability from the voters. And now that there is some sort of hint of accountability coming because their approval rating is tanking, well, they just want to legalize millions and millions of people who aren't even from here, who aren't really invested in the system, who don't really have a stake in the game, who are just given these goodies from our system at our expense, taxpayers' expense. And that is the Democrats' version of how you perpetuate their power in absence of actually having policies that work for the American people. So if you like this story or have any thoughts about this issue and about Kamala Harris and her appropriateness for higher office, whether it be California governor or president, please be sure to give us our feedback, and we really would love to hear from you.